Hi, Dr. Mandolin here. Hope you all are safe and calmer this week. Last week was definitely a bit more intense for everybody, and I am able to have a little more bandwidth here after helping cool down some fires. So, I want to share a little story. I find sometimes we can continue to ask questions and just listen. There's more wisdom to help at these kind of times. So stories have always definitely been something that people can relate to, right? So this is my personal story with elderberry, which has been a controversy out there amongst herbalist doctors, and I respect everybody, and this is just my um, experience. And so I think there's more here than we've been looking. So elderberry made me lose my breath for over 5 minutes, asphyxiated me to a point where I definitely thought it was done. Um, I had been out wildcrafting like I've been taught. Um, Sometimes I might do things the quick way and collected a bunch of beautiful berries. Trying tasting on the way, seemed to be perfect, ripe, good to go. Go home. It's towards the evening now. Had dinner, having a dessert with a smoothie with the elderberries. Put a good handful and a half in. I could have been a good cup. Blended it up, drank, went to bed. About midnight, I wake up, couldn't breathe. Couldn't breathe. Sickness, coldness, and breath gone to the point of pure adrenaline, jump up. I lived alone except for some renters down in my basement, college kids, pound on their door, and what seemed like was forever. Poor gal opened the door, and then I began to puke. Finally, after this huge purple came from me, I was able to take my first breath. It was definitely a rebirth moment in a way. Um, Paramedics came, got 911, helped me out. Now, these men and women, they were actually all boys, had just been trained by my sister, who's a paramedic. She's frontline, loves that kind of emergency medicine. She's awesome. She had just trained these guys on not only Marfan syndrome, and what to do in emergency with that, but well, I guess it wasn't a training. It just came up about my sister, and she's doing naturopathic medicine. These guys are like, oh, she's in naturopath school. Ma'am, what herb did you just take? And I was like, elderberries, but they're so gentle. I don't know. Like, okay, interesting. Well, they take me in. I am in the ED. I would have died there too if my parents didn't come, start warming me up and by rubbing me from the feet all the way up because I was so cold. My core temperature was dropping fast and nobody was paying attention to me. They were all flirting with the paramedics. um, this is my perspective. While I'm dying in the bedroom, right? We've all been there at the hospital. Um, Finally getting warmed up. Doctor going over and over questions with me, and it comes out, well, hun, you're in med school. This is stress. This is just all stress. I totally get it. Now, go home. You'll be okay. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I continue then every Tuesday, Thursday when I had Dr. Tom's early morning 7:30 class, would take a smoothie to go with me. I would start drinking it, and by the time I got to school, wouldn't feel so good and go running and puke in the bush. One time I didn't do my smoothie until later, and it's like I had to run out of class. My little friend's running behind me, holding my hair while I puke in the bushes again. this gets so bad. I go in, I'm having all the top naturopath doctors check me out, and I'm bringing up, could this be elderberry? No, 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 elderberry doesn't do that. So with me going through weeks and weeks of this, because I'm still throwing elderberries in my smoothie, I locked myself into the oldest library in North America with all of our homeopathic herbalism books, the rare book room. I am going through really old Borkies, really was the first place, and that is at so many bookstores these days. A very awesome homeopathic book. Now, what is homeopathy, you may wonder? Well, these guys, Hahnemann was the main guy. He did amazing sacrifice for us humans that we don't even understand. He would do what we call provings of a plant to tell us how it would work as medicine for us. So when you would prove a plant or a substance, you can use salts, you can use plants, and some have done animal parts, right? Or virus parts or something. Those are evident amongst the population that gets a virus. You don't really have to, I don't believe he did, and take any viruses. But it was a lot of it poison when you go to the proving point, as it will. So he was a poison taker to help heal the rest of the people. There's definitely shamans who do this, and many people out there who do this, and they're very empathetic. And for those of us who are poison eaters, as I am, I have to really experience what this is. My heart's with you right now during this trauma, because you're more sensitive, you empaths, to what's going on and trying to help heal the people, the earth. So, Borky, what does he say? Elderberry, going in. Milner's asthma will hit at midnight. La la la. Milner's asthma at midnight? What? That's exactly what I had. A drop of temp going on, and then, of course, the vomiting. Now, this has been a while, as it's been a good 10 years since I've been to med school. But, and I only have so much bandwidth, so I haven't gone back and opened it. But I believe he does make the connection right there to cyanide. If not, I'm making that connection because I did further research. There's cyanide in the seeds of elderberries, notable when you pick them too raw or you don't cook them. So a lot of times when we're making jellies, jams, syrups, that's for medicine. This is not an issue. For somebody who might be a raw foodist or just crazy wild food eater like I love to do, yeah, that cyanide can be a problem. So I believe for me, as I've been looking through Dr. Lynch's Dirty Gene book, that was more of like overwhelming of sulfur. My gene was a problem there, and it depleted my glutathione so bad that I lost breath. So that is my take on elderberry and the possibility that maybe it's not the best thing for respiratory symptoms when they're really strong, to be taking a lot of that. The cool thing with herbs is there's so many other ones, and doing it in combination can reduce how much you need to use, but help it work that much stronger. The entourage effect, which people now understand more about how plants and herbs work. Thank God for marijuana to help get that more on people's understanding. The entourage effect not only works when you need the whole plant to work as a whole, but it works synergistically when we make combinations of things. The combination of elderberry, mushrooms, astragalus, echinacea, these all may be decent ones. Ask your doctors, don't bombard them, of course. My only PAR-Q is echinacea is not the best for Hashimoto's or some B-cell autoimmunity. So that's where these herbs, you do want to make sure you have a herbalist, a naturopathic physician who knows a little bit or has the bandwidth to deal with a little bit of this extra for you. All right. You guys take care. There's hopefully a couple things to help you out. And I'll talk to you soon. I'll be back with some naturopath specific tips for my Marfans people. But it's going to have a lot of information that's pretty exciting too for everybody else on herbs, especially if I can crack into some deep archives. China, SARS. Take care, everybody.